Hi, my name is Dr. Liana Woods Marshall Libby, and I was a member of the Manhattan Project. The Manhattan Project was the American attempt to develop the first atomic bomb. As we know now, it was successful. This project was done during the midst of World War II, and the development of the bomb will probably always be questioned due to the ethical questions that come with this weapon of mass destruction. But I do believe that we could not have done it differently, and we do believe that if we did not develop it first, someone else would have. So like I said before, this project's main goal was to develop the world's first atomic bomb, so we were excited to be a part of that scientific achievement. So this project is special because we had testing done around the country, including Canada and the continental United States of America. We did a lot of bomb testing in New Mexico. We had a lot of nuclear research done in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. However, I was working with my mentor, Enrico Fermi, at Chicago. This was really special because he was my academic mentor when I was getting my PhD, and it was a great time working with him on this project. I might have mentioned this before. Events at this time included mostly World War II. We were hitting a breaking point, and a lot of people were really stressed and overwhelmed with the violence and the death toll from across the world. Another really important thing of this time is a lot of women were entering the workforce because a lot of men were overseas due to the war effort. So we had the opportunity to have jobs that we might have not had the opportunity to have before. This included me. I was the only woman present when the first nuclear reactor went critical. And I know if this happened 20 years ago, I probably wouldn't have had this opportunity because we've had more men to work on this project. There were a lot of people working on this project. It's really impossible to name everybody. I will name J. Robert Oppenheimer, Richard Feynman, and my mentor, of course, Enrico Fermi. Like I said, there were so many people involved. It is almost impossible to thank everybody, but we do recognize them with their work. So my specific role was really interesting. It was to help develop and test the world's very first nuclear reactor. And at that point we called it a pile. Now we're developing better nomenclature to better define the word. I was also instrumental in the construction and utilization of a Geiger counter for analysis during these tests. And then that test was done to develop a more useful Geiger counter, and of course that is used to measure the radioactivity of certain substances. So scientific impact that came from this project, while violent with the bombings, it was pretty insightful to learn about physics with this project. We were of course able to split atoms into smaller pieces, which was at first theoretical until we did it experimentally. This entire theory was based off of Albert Einstein's E=mc², and so using that practically was pretty cool. We also learned that uranium was not the only element that could be used in this experiment, but also plutonium. Both these materials are highly radioactive, which we learned through this Manhattan Project. And wrapping up this interview, I would just like to add a little message to the girls out there that might be thinking about getting a job in the hard sciences. Never believe anyone who tells you that it's too hard or that you can't do it, because you can. There's plenty of room for women at the top, so we should all get there together, and we should not push anyone down. Teamwork is really important. And I look forward to a future that is filled with young women and older women in this field. Thank you for your time.